Hey guys, welcome back. This is Savannah, and in today's video we are going to be talking to you about, in today's video I'm going to be talking to you about how to plan a trip, and these tips and tricks are going to be able to be applied to any trip that you're going to take. So let's jump right in. So first of all, you're going to need to look at where you're going and what time of year you're going to go, because clearly you need to know what to wear. And when I say when you need to know where you're going, there's some types of places that are religious, such as, I want to say, Bali, Vietnam, like a lot of places in Asia. Those places are religious, so in certain areas, if you go into certain spots in that country, you're going to need to cover up your shoulders, cover up your ankles, and sometimes in some countries like that, they allow you to wear like a shawl or a scarf or something to, they have them like right outside where you can buy it to put it over your shoulders, but in other cases, that doesn't count, and they'll turn you away if you're not wearing jeans or a long sleeve shirt or something like short sleeve shirt, something that's covering your shoulders or your ankles. So keep in mind of where you're going, and if it's a religious area, or just keep in mind where you're going. Secondly, so always check the weather. I know this is like such a mom thing to say, but always check the weather of where you're going, because chances are if you're going to Mexico in December, even though it's December, you're not gonna have to wear a jacket and jeans, because I've been to places in Mexico in December and I was wearing a bikini. So just keep that in mind. Also, some apps you're gonna wanna have, I'm gonna make another video about certain areas, but depending on where you're going, there's gonna be certain apps that you wanna download, like Google Translate is a really good one to have. Airbnb you're gonna probably want. Uber is available in like most of the world now, so Uber's a really good app to have. And one that I really want to talk about that's very important if you're traveling alone especially is called Life 360. So what Life 360 is it's an app that's basically a tracker. So I know in most iPhones, you can share your location with your friends, which is a great idea, but Life 360 is for people with Androids that don't have that feature. And even though I have an iPhone, I still download the app. That way it's not just a one-on-one thing where I'm sharing my location with one person, I'm sharing my location with multiple people. So for example, on my trip to Europe, my friend Jordan and I both had Life 360 on our phones, and the way it works is like you kind of invite people to your like kind of like a group chat, but it's like your group location, and everybody can see where everybody's at. So my mom, her mom, like basically everybody that was important knew where we were at all times, especially since it was just her and I traveling in Europe alone. And it's just sort of an extra safety precaution, just to take that extra measure of safety. So when it comes to where you want to stay, there's plenty of places that you can pick from. There is like a plethora of different apps and different websites that you can use to find where you want to stay. So my top favorite ones are Airbnb. There's Hostel World. These are all apps, by the way. Hostel World is an app where if you're not opposed to staying in a hostel, 9 times out of 10 they're going to be cheaper. And sometimes you can pick from if you want to stay in just a bedroom, or if you want to stay in like an open bay type thing, or if you want just by yourself. They have like bunk beds, all sorts of stuff. Every hostel is different, and some of them even provide breakfast in the morning. So activities. This is probably my favorite part of planning a trip. Clearly it's like the meat and potatoes of your trip. 3 really good places to go to find out activities is Instagram is one. You can just go to the explore page or the discover page and type in wherever you're going, or like activities in wherever you're going, and you'll see tons of really, really cool pictures, usually by photographers or other travel people who have gone to those places and taken pictures of specific things, or little videos of specific things that place is known for, or like even the best hidden gems I always find them on Instagram. Also in the Airbnb app, they have a little section under the explore page where it says experiences. That is a super awesome tool to find wherever, things to do and wherever you're going. So you already type in the location that you're going, and then look at experiences, and it'll show you the top rated, funnest things, whatever, around wherever you're going. You can use the internet to your advantage. Everything is at your fingertips. So I usually just go to Google and I'll type in things like, what is this country's national food? What is this country's national drink? What is this country known for? Fun places to see and whatever. Fun things to do in this place. things you must see in, you know, this city. So use the internet to your advantage. Whatever you want to do, if you want to go to theme parks, if you want to get a massage, if you want to, you know, whatever you want to do, just type that in, see if there's anything close to you, and usually just go with the top rated one. One thing you're gonna really want to focus on is how to get around. So you know what you want to do, how are you gonna get there? A lot of the time, in Europe, for example, for my trip, I walked everywhere. It was absolutely freezing, but my friend and I sucked it up and we pretty much just walked everywhere. So if you're in an area where everything you want to do is close to, you know, everything, just walk. But there's other modes of transportation too. Like if you're not going to be in the winter, if you're not going to be going somewhere in the winter like I was in the summer, there's places where you can bike. You can bike. If you're not going to somewhere in the winter like I was and you're going someplace in the summer, there's other modes of transportation other than walking that would be a little bit more fun. There's, you know, motorbikes that you can rent. There's bicycles that you can rent. Like if you're going to Amsterdam, everyone rides a bike everywhere, like an actual bicycle. In a lot of places of Asia, there's scooters that you can rent. You know, you can rent a car, but that starts to get a little bit pricey. And then, you know, there's tons of things that you can do. 2 more apps that I want to recommend to you guys when it comes to activities or renting things. For discounted rates, you can go onto Groupon or Living Social. Both of those apps are pretty much a bunch of things where it you know, they have everything from massages, tickets to concerts, like skydiving vouchers, everything on both of those apps in specific areas that you can search for discounted rates. So keep those in mind because those are really, really good apps too. Okay, so things to bring. Just a couple little things that I recommend is check where you're going and see what type of plug they have. So there's converters and there's tons of stuff on Amazon. I'll link the ones that I got down in the description box, but you might need a converter because not everyone has American plugs or Canadian plugs or whatever. So when I went to Europe, I got a universal converter, like plug converter, and I want to say it was like $6 or, you know, $15, and you know, it worked for every single country that we went to. So, and some were definitely different. Not all countries in Europe are the same. Another thing to keep in mind of when you're traveling to somewhere, do you need a visa to get in, and do you need to have proof of a plane ticket getting out? Some places, I want to say it's either the Philippines or Vietnam or both. I think it's Vietnam. You need to prove a flight. You don't need a visa to get in, but some countries do. But in Vietnam, I think you have to prove that you're leaving by showing them a plane ticket when you leave. So upon arrival, you have to show them, hey, I have proof that I'm leaving the country, because for most countries, you can only stay for up to 30 days. And you know, there's different things. There's a travel visa and then there's a working visa. So clearly you're not going to go to these countries to be working. I mean, you might, but if you're going to these countries to travel, then some places you might need a travel visa if you're staying for over 30 days. So just always make sure to look that up and make sure that you have the right information before you buy your plane tickets. Also keep in mind that some countries don't have clean drinking water. So again, I will link this down in the description box, but on Amazon, you can buy a portable water purifier, and it's like just like a little water purifier straw, and it's like the best thing that you could buy. The last thing I want to bring up is remember that you are a visitor in their country. So if you are Canadian going to somewhere in Asia, don't tarnish the Canadian name for everyone else from Canada that wants to go there. And if you're from, you know, any country, if you're from America and you're going to Mexico, don't tarnish the name of Americans, because you're an American going to wherever you're going, and now you do something shitty, you're creating a bad name for the rest of the American people that want to go to where you just went, So just keep in mind that, you know, you're a foreigner in their land, so be on your best behavior. Don't be doing stupid stuff. Just behave yourself. Okay, I think that's it. So thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're always updated when I post a new video, and I will see you in the next one.